Today we are going to discuss about conflict tests and completeness tests in decision table and a decision tree. So if you see, whenever you click show conflicts, you need to get a pop-up saying that the decision tree is consistent. Means it is all conditions are consistent. Likewise, if you see select show conflicts, then I should get yes, this decision table is complete. So conflict test means it shows any unreachable conditions or unreachable rows or unreachable branches in a decision rule. So a warning message icon is displayed next to the unreachable conditions. So basically, after your drafting of the decision table or decision tree is completed, you need to click on this show conflicts. If there are any conflicts or ambiguities, if there are any conditions which never get executed, then in such case you will get some error message. Now I am going to show you a practical use case wherein conflict test will be useful for us. Say for example, in this explanation for now we will consider only row 1 and row 2. So if my credit score is entered, user enters some credit score. Say for example, user is entering some credit score and some loan amount. So based on that, we want to evaluate this decision table. When we press submit, it goes to the next screen. Loan rate is automatically filled because depending on the credit score and loan amount, we are returning this into the loan rate property. So we have defined a declare expression on this loan rate. So when and by default it is backward chaining as nothing is mentioned. So whenever this dot loan rate is refreshed in the UI, at that time this will be fired. Declare network will keep observing this property. So whenever this is called or referenced in the UI or referenced anywhere, so this declare network will fire this declare expression, and what it will do, whatever is written in this loan form, it will execute. For example, it is written set loan rate, set dot loan rate is equal to result of this decision table. So this decision table result, whatever it returns, we are setting that to the dot loan rate. That's why we are able to get the loan rate automatically populated. So now, if credit score is say greater than 800 and loan amount is greater than 50,000, means say credit score is 850, loan amount is 55,000, then we are returning this. Okay, we'll see like say consider another condition where credit score is 850 but loan amount is only 45,000. Then bank is offering lesser interest rate. Say what if I change the row 2 to have 60,000 credit score? So if credit score is 850 and loan amount 55,000, then we are getting this. If credit score is 850 and loan amount is 55,000, 65,000, assume. This, it's like there is an ambiguity here. If loan amount is greater than 50,000, because in these two conditions credit score condition is same, in both cases it should be greater than 800. Difference is the loan amount condition. If loan amount is greater than 50,000, then we are giving this. If loan amount is greater than 60,000, then we are returning this. Say consider loan amount is 75,000, credit score is 850 fixed, because we are considering only in our example for now only first two rows. So if my loan amount is 75,000, ideally I want to set 0.0200 only, because it is greater than 60,000. But what is happening? First row 1 will be executed for the satisfaction of conditions. Here loan 75,000 is also greater than 50,000. So it will return this. As first row evaluates to true, decision table will not evaluate any other remaining rows. So this is a conflict here, conflict of interest. So when I press save with this, I will get a severe red color guardrail warning stating that the rule contains one logic conflicts. Click show conflict button for more details. So you can select show conflicts. As you can see, you will get one yellow exclamation mark. Unreachable condition, because never ever this will this decision rule with decision table with this configuration will return 0.02. Why? If loan amount, if credit score is 850, assume. If loan amount is 55,000, then also it will be executed. If loan amount is 65,000, then also it will be executed. Low amount is 1 lakh, then also row 1 will be executed and you will get this. There is no case wherein this branch or this row or this result will be returned. This is called as conflict. We are hiding this. So what we should do in such a case, maybe you need to repurpose the column to use range. Then maybe you can use 50,000, 60,000, greater than 60,000 and above. Like that, you have to repurpose it. So now the moment I make it as 0, or even I can make it as 45,000, then also there is no problem. Because if anything is greater than 45,000, say 55,000, because by writing here my meaning is for 55,000 I don't want this to return, for 55,000 I want to return this, anything between 45,000 to 50,000 I want to return this. Okay, now we will see about completeness. So coming to completeness, performing the completeness test. So you can select show completeness here, show completeness. By performing the completeness test, it helps us to identify missing branches or conditions in a decision rule. The added rules are suggestions you can use to make the decision rule consistent. For example, it checks for all the permutations and combinations, and it adds the missing conditions. For example, here there is no condition to tell what will happen if credit score is less than 200 or credit score is 100 rupees. It will by default it is going to the otherwise step. But if you do show completeness, then it will add the remaining all permutations and combinations. For example, if credit score is less than 20 and loan amount less than 0, credit score is less than 200, sorry, credit score not less than 20, credit score is less than equal to 200, loan amount less than equal to 0. Credit score is less than 200, loan amount is less than 50,000. Credit score is less than 200, loan amount is greater than 50,000. That is all permutations and combinations. This is less greater than equal. This is less than, this is likewise if you see here credit score greater than 700 is there, means what is the complement of greater than 700? Less than or equal to 700. And here greater than 0 is there. So he is adding less than or equal to 0. Likewise for 800 also. So he will add all the remaining permutations and combinations. If you want, you can add your logics. For example, if you are having already any condition for greater than, he will add the condition for less than or equal to. You know, for two columns means you will get multiple permutations and combinations. If you want, you can add your return values in these cases and save. If you don't want, like you can select refresh. If you are 100% sure that this is already going to cater your logic. Likewise, here also you can press show completeness. So whatever is missing, everything he has added. Say we are here we are checking if country is Canada. We are having some logic. For all other countries, non Canada countries, earlier we have the same logic, some other different logic. But now what he will do, he will check for each country. So if you see the country property, there could be multiple values possible for this country property. So it will check for all the properties, all the values that this country property in this class can take. I have opened the country property from this class. As you can see, it is having some prompt list with 5 values. So it will add remaining 5 values here. Country is equal to Canada only we have catered. For non-Canada, we generalized we are catering. But it will add country equal to Germany, same above conditions. Country is equal to Great Britain, again nested conditions in that. Say if credit score is less than 2,000, then what you have to do? If loan amount is greater than 50,000, then what you have to do? For Japan, it will do. For United States, it will do. For all the complement rows, it will check. Thank you.